Hey everybody, welcome back to Angry Badger Minis, and if you're new to the channel, please give it a like, share, subscribe, and if you feel like it, want to help us out, we have a Patreon link below. So that said, let's get into what's going on. So we're really working hard on the Space Hulk still, and it's going to be a huge project because the more I get into this, the more I'm starting to see just how far I can push this, and it's really, I mean, compared to what it used to be, let me tell you, I am super stoked. I got some stuff curing right now, so I don't want to mess with this here in front of you. And while that looks like holes in it, this is actually not. It's just thin over the top, and it wouldn't matter anyway for what I'm doing. But I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff I've been doing, making, you know, molds of, or casts, if you will, of you know, things that'll be objective pieces, or you know, methods of entry, things like that. What I'm working on at this very moment, though, is I'm basically trying to put together, just as my brain starts coming up with new ideas. I'm really excited about this, by the way. I'm going to show you what I did. At least one of each thing, you know, completed. So a corridor hallway with the conduit up top for the gene stealers and whatnot to run through, the T intersection, one of the objective rooms, which I'm working on right here. I'll show you this a little bit more in detail in a minute, because I've got one more thing to do to it, and then it's basically done. And then of course the doors. So in the meantime, I've got all kinds of things going on, like this this mold that's standing up. That's what these are. These pipes here, and it's two different types of pipes, or two different configurations of the pipes. So let me go ahead and put this on, and I am using, believe it or not, I'm using oh gosh, what do you call it, zip kicker or whatever to do this stuff, because the amount of weight that is being applied here, it's just not, there's no way I could sit here and hold it forever like I'm doing. Actually, before I put this one on, let me give you guys an idea of what was going on. And if you look at last night's channel, you'll notice, but if you take a look right here, you'll see how this is just a flat surface, if you will. This is how all of the rooms inside or for my Space Hulk board looked, as well as just the crochet mat, and then the black walls with some random, you know, bits that I had that I could put stuff on. But since I've been able to make these casts, now, I mean, literally, I'm you know, I mean, I'm putting some serious detail in this thing, and it's looking amazing. Even got a real nice control panel now compared to what I used to have. Still using some of the other parts, you know, from the VCR and stuff that I had. And then of course I put, you know, some pipes up top and on the bottom to give it more of a three-dimensional feel, and it'll look even better once it's painted. I just have one more to put on here, and then this one's basically done. Now, something to consider is, I think I talked to you guys about trying to keep things alternating in a way so that they didn't look all the same. I couldn't do that down here below on the room, because I need where the T intersection comes up on this thing, and excuse me, the floor lays across to this. I need it to lay relatively evenly. That being said, I'm looking at this and I feel like it may, I don't know. I mean, it can lay on top of here and be a step down. That's fine. I just wanted to cover up this straight edge right here, but I realized that I really wanted this down lower so I could lay on it. But if I do that, then it kind of defeats the purpose of the whole, you know, blocking the straight edge from view. So I'll just live with it, and if later on I need to break it off, we'll do that, but I don't think we'll need to. But yes, I'm definitely using Zip Kicker on this because there's just no way for me to hold this on there. And I'm also sizing it up because some of the stuff, some of the casts, you know, they're not exactly level. You know, you get these little gaps and stuff like you can see right there, which I'm not concerned about because, I mean, it's a Space Hulk, it doesn't matter. But what I was gonna say is, you know, it's not like all of this stuff is over the years is still the way it was when I first made it. But man, am I impressed with how we're able to really bring this back into the fold with, you know, I mean, basically a refit. I mean, that's basically what we're doing is we're refitting this bad boy, and it looks amazing. Because you don't really need it over here, or do you? Nah, I'd rather have the connection. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold that where it needs to be, a little bit more level. And I'm sure it won't be perfect, but it'll be, like I said, good enough because none of the floors should be perfect since it is in fact a Space Hulk. There we go. And I'm going to add a little more zip kicker in there just to make sure. I'll tell you, if you want to get this stuff off, this zip kicker combined with this, what is this? Bob Smith Industries glue is, man, it's a beast. I'm not gonna lie. You may have your work cut out for you trying to get it back off, which I'm fine with, because that just means I don't have to worry about breaking everything every time I move it like I had to do in the past. And there we have it, man. There we have it. We have a completed room. And some of you guys may be like, well, what are you going to do about the sides right here? I'm not going to do anything. At least not right now. I still have my rivets and things like that, as you guys can see right where my finger's pointing. I think that's fine. I don't think we need to have it out, you know, completely framed out in pipes. I mean, that might look a little stupid. And I just need... It's, I mean, I might later do something, I don't know, but it's not important right now. And now we have a workable room. Let me move this over here. Get this crap out of the way. We have an objective room, just like that, that your Terminators can go in, and your Gene Stealers can as well. And now you have, you know, like I said, over here you have the little control panel. That'll be all painted up nice and everything. I thought about making it like magnetize it so I could just do things, but I don't really need to go that far right now. Not something I really want to do anyway. Let's see, that feels kind of good. So let me move this out of the way for now. I want to show you guys. I don't have a floor. Actually, I might as well just cut one because, I mean, I have a ton of these things I have to make anyway. So, and I need to do it anyway for the. Let me just cut this real quick. Show you guys what I'm talking about. School started today and I'm kind of procrastinating a little bit, so I'm really excited about this project. I mean, this is, in a way, I feel like this is the best that this project has ever looked. And of course, a lot of this crap didn't exist back when I did this. You know, you were stuck with using old vehicle parts and things like that to even get any kind of detail that was reminiscent of anything in the 40K universe, or just trying to make whatever you could, you know, out of cardboard, etc. Okay, very well. yeah, I'm actually really stoked that I took this on, and it's a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it'll be worth it in the end. It's gonna be great for the battle reports and all that kind of stuff. You know, I'm playing, I'm really excited about it. Almost done here, guys, just bear with me. I know you can't see it on camera, that's because I ran out of space here. And I need the leverage for what I'm doing. I don't want to cut myself either. Alright, burning up. Take the sweatshirt off. Just didn't want to get anything in the shirt underneath, but that's alright. Tomorrow. Alright, so we got that. Put this out of the way. Let's get this over here. And show you guys what we're talking about. I'll probably end up putting this one together tonight. We'll see. So that'll sit like that, and then there'll be a, let's see, yeah, I got one. I got the original here. You'll have this pipe here, like this, and then this will be inside here. And this will give me an extended platform as well, because yeah, that could have been a little bit more, could have made it lower, you know what I mean? And I might try to do that, because I really wanted this level with the floor, instead of having a step. But what I was getting at is, what I normally had to do back in the day was I had to sit this on top of, you know, the actual, not this floor, but the other floor underneath it, to make it connect. And now I don't have to do that. I can, you know, I can stretch it out, and it gives me a little bit more room if I want to. I probably won't. I'll probably still cut it and then just have this piece, you know, sticking out right there maybe. I don't know. It's, you know, kind of up in the air right now, because I mean the goal is, you know, so that your models aren't falling all over the place or anything like that, you know. Not that they're going to get hurt when they fall or anything, because we have a padded table, but that's basically what I'm looking at. So yeah, looking at that, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can't rip this off. I know it's going to be a beast to do, and I wish I had a flathead screwdriver here, but I don't think that I do. Wait, I got my Leatherman. But I think this is gonna be. Oh wait, what am I doing? Hold on. If I do this, then I end up with that edge, which I don't want. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna leave this just as it is, because, and the step be damned, because I don't want to see that edge. All right, cool. I'm fine with that. What I can do, though, to get that angle out of there, I think, is I might be able to raise up, I don't know, let me see here. It would probably be better, yeah, because, let's see, will he still fit if I raise it up? Yes, he will. Okay, cool. So that can be a step up and step down, and that'll work just fine. And we just glue that in place. Okay, I see what's going on there. So I don't have anything really holding that up when it's not connected. Okay, let's think about this here. Maybe we can push this forward more to make it more of a step so that it supports it. Then when it's glued, it just, you know, you just set it right there. That could be our solution. The only thing I don't like about it is that we've got all this room here, and I would much rather have a place that when your base is here, no matter where it's at, it can just be there and not be, you know, like that, you know, tilted over or whatever. Unfortunately, this would need to be longer, so I would have to make this from, wait a minute, hold on, I did make that from a completed, or a real, like a piece that wasn't cut. Huh, okay. Well, that kind of stinks. The joys of terrain building. I know that if I glue this onto here, and maybe we just glue it right there, that it should keep, you know, keep it from folding down. Maybe I say that, but I could always put a support underneath, piece of something, just to give it that support, and that would probably work. The other consideration that I have to consider is when it's in a display case, because you're gonna have this piece sticking out. Let's see here. That's gonna be sticking out pretty far, and I normally butt them up against each other. Actually, it could just go into the hallway of the next one, and I'll just be a little cattywampus. Alright, that's fine. Alright, cool. So let's find ourselves a piece of something that we don't really need. And how high does this need to be is the question. Well, it looks pretty far to me, because we've got this floor which is raised from the bottom. So yeah, that doesn't quite make it. So maybe 2 or 3 pieces glued together, I'm thinking. And you're not going to see it or know what it is, because it's all going to be painted black anyway. Let me just go ahead and glue this together, because it doesn't really matter one way or the other. Let's see here. Just need it to support a little bit. Alright. Seems to be cured. And that's what I was kind of thinking was going to happen, that it would be a little too tall. And it is. Alright, so that's no big deal. We can press that down, because I didn't shave off the other stuff. And we're going to try that again. It's just a little too tall still. Alright, so let's see, I don't know if I can break this apart. Yep, I did. So let's go ahead and trim this up. Get it a little bit flatter if we can. Burn it up. A lot of it is, you know, can be trial and error. Where's my blade? This happens to me almost every time, doesn't it? Oh man, I tell you. Thankfully, at least for now, I only have about 6 of these things. So I don't have a lot we have to worry about. Okay, why is that not sitting flat like it should? Let's try that. I know it's not glued together, but I'm sure we can get it in there, no problem. Okay, and then that'll sit just over the top of it, and I can live with that. That way I'm not having to fight it all the time or whatever. It's not scraping off paint or whatever, so that works. I mean, I'll definitely, you know, seal it up real good, but we're gonna go ahead and do this one. So let's see here. Where for you? Zip kicker because I'm impatient. That was going to happen. I knew it. That's not the piece. Oh, God. I have a ton of pieces on the floor at the moment that all need to go into the little bits box for rubble. Scatter terrain. Right, hopefully we're still good. And yep, just slide it right over and we are golden. So what we'll do to make sure that we've got the room that we need for these terminators to move is we'll just put this section right here over top of the same kind of section. But first, before we do that, before we do any of this, we need to line up the hallway. So we move this over. Get this over here. You can go back over there with your buddy, fight it out if you want. And we're going to take this hallway, get this out here. As you guys can see, we did a really good job with everything. You got, you know, this one is at an angle, this is at an angle up, this one's at an angle down, this one's flat right here, and it gives a really good three-dimensional feel, especially for the gene stealer. It'd be better if you were looking at it in person, but because the gene stealer is falling over at the moment. But as you guys can see, you know, we got some stuff above him, whatever, inside the conduit, and then of course, you know, your terminator on the actual floor level. Terminators don't go up into the conduit. Man, I sure am hoping my little girl doesn't wake up. If she does, I'm not gonna cut the stream. I'll put it on the Be Right Back channel. But anyway, I gotta line this up. That's the, well, actually first I need to get my damn piece that I need. Let's see. Since we're making that and we don't need a top piece, I can go ahead and use this one to make it just a little bit different, I guess. Yeah, why not? They don't have to all line up, you know, like, you know, this piece right here on the bottom. At least I don't think so. I have one, you know, right here, but I want to use that on that other, what am I trying to say? That other corridor. Well, let me think about this. It would, no, I can't use this. That's right, because I've got to be able to go this way with it. And the whole point is this opening right here. Alright, man, I'll tell you, sometimes I forget my plan. It's crazy. But I know we're good on this, so I'll just go ahead and pull this out. We'll get it cleaned up real quick. There we go. Pull this out. Now, one thing I'm doing with this mold, just because of how much is going in here, I am not cleaning this mold up. I'm actually leaving the plastic to help me as kind of a dam because of how, you know, how much gravity and pressure from the volume of, you know, liquid or whatever is in there. I mean, yes, my clamps will hold it, but the problem is, you know, you can't compress liquid, and it's going to go where it wants to go sometimes, and I just need something else to help out with that. So I'm going to clean this up off camera. All I'm using is this brush right here and just running it back and forth. Get the flashing off and stuff. And I'm hoping this is still a little flexible. It looks like it, to where I can make sure I'm getting a flatter bond. Now I'm going to use these to cut off the Aquillas right here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Just because they're going to be on the ground, and I don't want them keeping the pipe out of the way from gluing down. Okay. Looks good. So number two. Let me move this out of the way slightly. Looks good. That's gonna look good right there. Yeah, that'll look good. All right, let me get this going. Thankfully, it doesn't take much. Let's get this down, this down. Line it up how I want it. And roll it even. Looks even, and I can still work the plates, which is paramount to what we're doing. Alright, now I want to line that up as best I can. Pushing them this way towards the pipe as much as I can, just to give some extra room. What the hell? How did that get on there? The joy of having pets when you're trying to Warhammer or hobby is sometimes you get a cat or dog hair in your project. I guess it's just the way it goes. I also don't want this build up here. There we go. Just because it'll probably get caught on a base. You know, I don't want that. All right, let me try to fix this again. I want to make sure that this is. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to line up everything so that it looks straight as much as possible with whatever I would line up like this. I'm not concerned about the gap or whatever, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, it's a Space Hulk, but the straighter I can get it, the more I can push these together and bring stability to the board. Because these will not be sitting this low, they'll be up, you know, about 3 inches. So, anyway, put some of this in here. Let it seep down in the cracks. Try to combine it with the pipe a little bit. Different locations, and then just dab a little zip kicker, just enough to get it to bond. Kind of fill that gap in a little bit too. Got that. Don't feel it. Yeah, I could probably use some support there. So I'm gonna put a little bit here and let it droop down the side, and just zap it real quick, and then that will help. I hope. Oh, maybe I'm gonna do a little more. There we go. That is freaking rock solid. Okay, now we need our pieces. So we take this and lay. Oh, come on. Lay a little bit of zip kicker inside. Put some glue on here. Shove it in further so we don't really see it. Alright, that's on there. Now comes the part where we line this up. As even as we can. Okay. As you guys can see, this isn't like the most difficult process in the world or anything. Just want to see where I'm gonna. You guys can't see this right now, but what I'm trying to do is make sure that my gantry going out is even right and left. That's all I'm trying to do right here. Again, you don't have to be a Space Hulk, but you know, you want something, you know, going on. I mean, it's not like every part of the Space Hulk probably would be, you know, messed up or whatever, but you never know, I guess. It can be whatever. It's, again, the way this is going to be painted, the focus is going to be on the miniatures fighting, not the board itself. At least that's the plan. And oh shit, that does not look right to me. That hallway is throwing me off a little bit. I think it's just the light. We'll see. At least I have the leverage to fix it. There we go. Alright, so that's solid. Now we're going to turn this around. We're going to try to get in here. Dribble some down in there. On those pieces. And then just dab a little bit of zip kicker. And we should be golden. This should slide. Let me get it on the right level just to make sure. This should slide right over top of those pipes, and it does. Perfect. Just like that. We could butt up against it and that'll give it some stability as well, but we've got that, you know, that step down right there, and that's all there is to it. I mean, it's really awesome. Man, I am stoked about this. I'm really stoked. And now we've got that, we've got this, we've got one of these, and the only thing left is a door. And I'm gonna grab that right now because we're gonna be tearing some stuff apart. And I may put some wires and things like that around. Oh crap, I forgot that we had this piece. This was in here. I could put it back in here and cover that part up, and then it would, oh wait, it was like this. Ooh, look at that. Or we could save it for another room. That would give it some, that would definitely give it some feel, wouldn't it? Man, I really like that. You know what? Dude, I could, ooh, man. Do you guys know what I'm about to say? I could make a mold of this. Oh man, I really could. It would take nothing, but it would be a 2-part mold. That's the only problem. I just don't feel like wasting that. I don't even know what it is. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to barely glue this down so I can rip it off. Actually, I really can't because there's nothing right there. I think I had this. How did I have this glued down anyway? No, it was up against the wall like that. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to barely glue this somewhere so that I can get a second opinion from my wife. I mean, the next mold I'm going to make is not a 2-part mold. What I'm going to be doing is putting a bunch of these Sector Mechanicum panels or whatever the hell it is from the city terrain. I'm going to be putting that stuff in a line and then doing a, you know, like I did here, you know, a one-sided deal. This is really good. Really enjoying this. But that has got me thinking. See, this is what happens, man. My brain, especially this time of night, I am just, I mean, this is when my creativity just goes through the roof. Problem is, I tend to get really excited and not slow down and think of, you know, all the things I should be thinking about before embarking on a project. And I know that about myself, but it is what it is. But what I was thinking was, what if I did the 2-part, you know, of both sides, and then I did walls like that here, but then, you know, it's what it does. Oh, I can't put this here. That's why. If I do, then I can't put this, that right there. Okay, I'm tracking. See, that's what happens. I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off. Hold on. Okay, see? Glad we talked that through, right? Because that's definitely sticking way out over the edge. We'll use it for something else. Besides, we want a little bit more fighting room, right? Okay, so that's good. Alright, let me move this over here. Whoops. I forgot we have these to undo. Yeah, we got one room done. We got... Oh no! One full corridor done and a T-section. With one more set of pipes that I need, I'll have 2 sections actually completed. but that's neither here nor there. Ran out of stuff, but that'll work as, you know, messed up terrain. Look at that, just awesome. Love it. Got these panels for the doors, which is what we're going to work on next. Another wall here, along with another computer terminal. I'm not going to do any more of this right now. I want to clear my space so I can, I mean, I have a ton of these to make, believe me, because I have so many I have to cut too. But we'll let this be for a while. And same with the pipes. Well, actually, I might need the pipe one. I will need the pipe one because I'm going to use pipes. Let me grab this door. Okay. So here's my door. And some of you guys may be like, dude, it looks fine. Don't mess with it. Well, I mean, I hear you squawking, but it's just not enough for me. Not anymore. The door actually works. You know, you can use, it's got popsicle sticks that help you bring it together. You know, so you can have it open or closed like that. It's real simple. Of course, decorated on both sides. And I was actually thinking about making new doors, but I forgot how these actually are sized up to every level that we have. And if you've checked out my Twitter or anything like that, I think I've shown it in a previous video, you can see how that worked out. But what I would like to do is, instead of this wheel right here as the kind of thing, I'd like to put, you know, these little copies I made of a Land Raider control panel. Put that on there, you know, somewhere. I can't put it over here because this gets covered up by the corridor. It actually does a really good job of fitting in between the two. So that means I have to remove this stuff right here, and that's okay. We have to do it, so we're going to do it. You can always put it back. See these crazy glue tubes? That's all this stuff is. I can't even tell you how many man hours went into this, especially trying to get these, like this stupid flexible straw to glue just did not want to work with me at all. And I'm not, you know, I'm not going to throw these parts away either, you know. That would be literally stupid. Oh boy, is that on there. That one is on there. Damn. Physics, right? Alright, so since this is the only side you can really see, that's going to fit nicely. Alright, and we'll put that probably, actually I have it upside down. How about that? And I have two choices here. I can either do something like this, or I can make a copy of this. I have two of these. They're, you know, from the, gosh, what is that Sisters of Battle dreadnought looking thing? Hell, I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, I have two of these because I didn't like the one where you could see the face, I guess. So these could be kind of servitor-ish, you know, and be on the door as well. I'm going to use them for something, but maybe not the door. So anyway, put this on the door. Here, let me put this shit off too. It's kind of in my way at the moment. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Got to be a little bit careful because I don't want to break the tile. All of this is made out of tile, by the way. I mean, everything. Except for the wires and stuff, of course. Come on, man. What are you doing to me here? sitting there for years, so pretty stout stuff. So yeah, we will have, you know, one on this side and one on the other. I've got others made already. But what we need to do first, we need to get a freaking thing in here so we can line it up and make sure we know where the door, or the, you know, where the catwalk actually lines up, so we're not putting it too low or too high. The only issue we have is that it will be off center here, or I mean off, you know, like if Terminator's sitting here, you know, you would have to negotiate, and it looks a little weird, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, I mean, has anything ever been to scale? And I wanted the doors to be wide enough, you know, to be like these massive doors. So that works for me. So yeah, that'll go there. Let me just kind of get a measurement here of what I'm looking for. And I could get a tape measure, but you just never, can't really rely on that on the other side, I don't think. Maybe I'll bring it lower. I just feel like it needs to go over on the other side. The problem is, like I said, you see how it sticks over here? That's the whole point of it. I can do it, but then we have all this open space. However, boom. Look at that. Boom. Oh man, dude. Let it not be said that pipes are not like just pipes are Space Hulk. I mean, look at that, dude. That is awesome. Now I'm gonna have to make a lot more pipes, but that's okay. Oh man, that is awesome. It's massive and awesome at the same time. Alright, so if I put this on the other side, that means it will definitely be facing in where you could look at all the screens and realistically get to it better. But when I put it on the other side, it would need to be over here. You know, I don't know, man. Maybe that. See right here. Let me show you where my conundrum is. So right here is a screen. This is a screen, and that's a screen. And technically, all of these would be screens as well, but they're going to be more like buttons to me. And this will be, well, I mean, you got buttons here, but I don't know. In my mind, you should be able to see, you know, stuff all over. But I mean, I guess we could not do that. Like, you know, stuff's not working anyway. So I just love the idea of these pipes here. Maybe I can put one pipe here and put that next to it. Let me see. Let me get some yellow tack real quick. Let's try that real quick. So we'll stick this about that high. And then we'll take this and mount it onto that. Maybe. Let's see here. And it's got to be this one with the pipes that are sticking out. Otherwise, it's not going to look very good, I don't think. It's not going to give the feel that we're going for. Alright, so that'll be like that. Line it up. That's not bad, even with just one pipe going up and down. And that'll be on each side. That's really going to give it a feel of, you know, stuff. Yeah, it kind of blocks that a little bit. I mean, we could trim off this side and slide it over a 1/16 of an inch, but I mean, what are we really gaining? And I can always move this over even more, that 1/16 of an inch, and glue it in place onto this. So that's not a big deal, except, well, it's a pipe stanchion. It doesn't have to be up against the wall. If you've ever been on a Navy ship or anything like that, there's a lot of pipes that are not on the wall. They have there's a space in between, you know, so you can get a wrench or whatever it is that you need to in there, or hands. So that could work. Man, does that bring some character to it. Terminator's probably gonna fall when I show you guys this, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna bring the camera down so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. Maybe you can, in the comments later or something, you know, when you see this, give me your opinion. So, this is what we're looking at, guys. Keep forgetting I can do all these things. Put the gene stealer up there just to give you guys an idea of what we're doing. And we got our Terminator, control panel, stanchion pipe. Yeah, I really like that. And then I wanted to put one across the top as well. I don't know if that's going to work though. The reason being is how close it has to be. I mean, I guess we could put it off a little bit or something. I don't know. I just don't want to not be able to move these. Let's see. If that was sitting there on top, yeah, there's not a lot of room. I don't know. I think we need to just let it be. In that case, not frame it out. Like this right here is fine. So, yeah, for an overhaul, this is working out really well. Oh, that reminds me, since I just saw what the camera just saw, I got my heads in today for my Chaos Space Marine Terminators. Let me pull this off to the side and show you this. Check it out. They worked out great. This is my he can either be a Chaos Lord in Terminator armor, but he's really like the sergeant or whatever. You know, we got these dudes, and all I did to make it work was I got a drill bit and just drilled it out so that the heads could sit inside. And the camera or the angle isn't really doing it justice. Hold on, you know what? I don't know why I'm doing this. My apologies, guys. I'm just doing what I can do. I'm no professional YouTuber. So yeah, here you go. Now, yeah, that you can see that a lot better, and see how I was able to turn the heads and stuff. So I basically did 2 heads to the right, 2 to the left, and 2 in the center. The heavy weapons guy, which is right there, that guy, and the sergeant or whatever, they're the 2 to the center, and they came out really well. And then you got my custom obliterators. I still need to put some stuff on him, but we got wrapped up in Space Hulk, and that's just the way it goes. So, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty happy with this. So, let me go ahead and get this going here. This will be a relative quick fix, and I can always put some of the stuff back, which I probably will, like the wires and stuff maybe. Yep, looks good. Set this over here like that. So we can mix it up. And I'm actually gonna bring those molds back over because I don't have a measurement for just this. I have a measurement for the floors plus the pipes plus And I still need to make other things, so. So before I mix that, get this over here. I said I wasn't going to do anything and I was wrong because I have to. And I don't really need to make these, but I'll put it down just in case we have any extra. And I need some more of these computer panels. Give myself some workspace here so I can work on the door while this stuff is curing. Get this saw blade out of here. Slide that crap over. Okay. Get this over here. Get this out of the way. One that works. Oh wait, do we have two already? Hell yeah, we do. Awesome. Okay, this is from our prototype. Put that over there. Alright, I think we're in good shape to get started here. Because you don't have much time. We'll pour the pipes first. Which clearly I didn't need to do, since apparently I had two of these just sitting there. Oh shit. I looked up at the camera to see if you guys could see what I was doing and didn't see what was happening. No big deal though. It'll all peel off. Come on. Now that's something that annoys me, is when you get that little bit of buildup or whatever on the cup and then it wants to... Man, I must be getting tired. It wants to go in its own direction. Chaos. It's the chaos gods. That's what it is. They're messing with me. That's all it could be. The Emperor's not wanting me to build this Space Hulk because it's an abomination, right? Oops. Oh no, that was right. Don't really need another hatch, but if we got enough to fill it up, I will. Because I love these things. They are going to be a godsend for anything I want to do. Yeah, that was probably not quite enough. I probably should have used that on a base, but whatever. Maybe it'll be a smaller one. Yeah, these hatches are going to bring some serious life or options to my Space Hulk, because I have like the big pipes and stuff, you know, that you can get, and then the broken ones that you can put out where, you know, you could say, oh, well, something's coming out of there. But I could throw one of these down and say it's coming out of there and it'd be more realistic. Or instead of having a ladder, you could have, you know, you're at this level, here's the hatch, they make it there, and then they just, you know, end up on the next level down. Just, you know, that way you're not really having to mess around with too much of that. But anyway, getting a little distracted here. All right, while that's curing, let's get our stuff that we want. Oh man, are you serious? Oh, never mind. I thought I was leaking there. I forgot I spilled it. Okay. So this is the side this needs to go on. And just to make sure, let's measure this again. Let's measure that again. So I'll put this on here. You know, it would be awesome, man, is if it was actually on the door itself, but that's not going to happen. Alright. Hopefully we don't edge that the wrong way. And we can just put a little bit of glue. So it's right there and right there. Just keep an eye on what's going on here. Slide it right over to the door's edge too. That way it'll give us a little bit of room with our pipe that we're going to put up. Okay. I don't know how long that's going to take to hold there, but I didn't put any zip kicker on, and with that paint it might be an issue. It's holding a little bit, so maybe I can drip some down in there and accelerate the process. Firm it up, if you will. Yep, that worked. Alright, so now we're going to take this bad boy and we're going to mount this thing right on there. I think that's going to work out like a charm. Really, really like this idea. It wasn't my idea. I mean, I didn't think about doing this, but I definitely feel like doing it now. I mean, I wanted to put pipes on somewhere, but I had an idea more like this and this, but this is going to work out just great. So, let's get some glue on there, glue on there, glue on there. Looks relatively straight to me. Yeah. This is gonna be hell to paint though. I've been thinking about that for some time. I mean, since the last time we even, I say we because I had met my wife and we started working on this together. The last time we did it, I only got a little bit of stuff done and then we moved and I just never had a chance to go back and do anything. Oh yeah, man, that looks great. That looks really great. That gives you, sorry, I got little pieces of black paint flaking off. That gives you a real enclosed three-dimensional, let me get the camera. Oops, I'm turning the wrong way. But look at that, man. Isn't that awesome? That's awesome. Okay. All right. Now, on the camera, it looks like there's a huge spot up there that's like, you know, what do you do with that? I could put something there. I just don't know that it's needed at the moment. We'll see. Right now, I just want to work on this stuff. Wait, what? Did I glue that on? Oh no. Ooh, well, I was wondering where that went. I totally forgot I yellow tacked that up. Oh my gosh. This is what it's like, children. Children! Fallout reference. Of growing old. Alright, children. It's 3 Dog. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about. Let's see here. I'm gonna throw that away before it messes up my desk. Alright, let's get this going. Bad boy. Going right there. Oh, I lost it. But I think I have the right one. Check one more thing on the back side here. Okay. Yep, I'm good. Alright. So let's go right there. Level with the bottom. Hold that for now. Dribble some down in there and that should be good to go. Now, I'll take this beast, put him on just over the top. Looks like we got to clean it up a little bit more. Awesome. Oh crap. Oh crap. Why didn't you guys say something? Oh crap. What did I do? I did him the opposite sides. Damn it. Oh man, that sucks. Okay, well, at least I was able to pop that off. Son of a... I was like, why would they be opposite sides anyway? Well, now I know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Put this on Twitch fails or whatever. Like all the other fails. No. Well, at least we're able to fix the problem for the most part. A lot of this stuff comes off relatively easy because of the plastic that it is. But I should have put them both on that side. I'm trying to think now. Well, that part doesn't really matter as far as the door is concerned. But I had to have them both on this side for obvious reasons, you know, button it up. I don't know why I thought that. God, man. Dumbass. Put it that way. Or as the song goes, dumber than hell, dumber than hell, dumber than hell. try again. It's relatively lined up, so it looks good. Like we said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, it's not lined up because that one is over more on the other side. I do want it somewhat lined up. Flimsy.
Zalgo Dragon Skull. Great job, man.
Yeah, that's a great job. All right, totally jacked it up, but we fixed it, so that's good. Man, freaking, I totally jacked that up, man, because now I got all this crap over here. That wouldn't have been there, would have been a smoother, well, I mean, nobody's going to really see that once it's back in there like that, but, man, these things happen, I guess. Oh my God, how you doing, Jonathan? Really? You're going to be an ass like that? Son of a... We'll try this at home, kids. Alright. So that goes in there like that. It's not too bad. Let me just try it from this side. Oh yeah, you're not even gonna see that crap over there, so, well, nah, you really won't. Okay, right on. So that part's done as far as the door. Now I gotta get these wires back on there. Let's see here. Or get some wires back on. We don't really need them all, but it'd be nice. I wanted to do it without the wires because I felt like the wires were getting in the way storage wise, but I don't know. Maybe not. Let me see. What's going on here? I think I'll maybe just put a couple. Maybe like this is coming out of the panel box. And then going directly to the door, but I need it where it's not going to get in the way of your hand. Well, I need this back. Let's see here.
Zalgo Dragon Skull. I'm doing very well. Got my dad to smoke less. He went from smoking a pack a day to like a cigarette a day. It took him a while to cut back on the smoking.
Awesome. I'll tell you, if you're interested, a way that will also help is if he just drinks a ton of water. That, like, you know, it fills up his stomach, it does all kinds of things for you, and it's one of those things that a lot of our guys would do when they were, you know, didn't have things like that, and it helped out a lot. Now, once they got home, you know, and did whatever, I mean, you know, it is what it is, but just something to think about.
Zalgo Dragon Skull. Yeah, he's been doing that.
Right on. know I don't have to be committed to this bend, but I'm just trying to, I want to preserve what little bit I painted on here, I guess, as much as possible. I mean, I don't even know why I'm doing that, because I'm gonna respray paint it anyway. Anyway, I don't want to cover the panel too much. What are we gonna do here? Well, I guess we could go down like that, maybe. I don't know, the wires really gave this thing a lot of character. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this, because I really don't want them getting in the way anymore.
Zalgo Dragon's Skull. In Warframe, I figured out how to kill a sister of Parvos. It turns out that I found a secondary weapon that's better than the Kavanuker.
Really? Interesting. Ooh, excuse me. Kuvanukor. I wonder what weapon that is. I mean, the one that you found. Not, I know what the Nukor is, obviously, because I have one or two. I don't even remember. Of course, I haven't played since, you know, the late 70s. Since the battle of
Zalgo Dragon's Skull. It's called Tenet Cycron.
Is it a corpus weapon?
Zalgo Dragon's Skull. Yes.
Yeah, I figured as much. I can't stand the corpus. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. I can deal with that. And it's just one wire. Put the other one on the other side, and I think that cleaned it up a bit and kept us from using all these crazy other wires that we can now put somewhere else, so I don't have to make anymore. But I think I will. I don't know. I'm trying to think here. I had these as hydraulics for, like, as if that was the door.
Zalgo Dragon's Skull. It does the same thing as the Nuker, but it has a higher base damage, better critical chance, and has unlimited ammo.
Huh. Unlimited ammo. Well, that's a surefire way to keep people playing. I can applaud them for that. Especially when you're going up against big things. That would have been useful for level 5 Kuvaliches at the time. But no, I had to run out of ammo. Where was this stupid thing? No, I'm kidding. Let's see here. So this was up here. So maybe I can get this to connect in there. Let's see. Nope. It's got to slide up or down. Probably up because of the damn. Yeah. No, that's not going to work either. We have to put it over here somewhere because of the damn thing. Alright. I can do that. That's no big deal. We can do it. Just sit it right there. Damn crazy glue tubes. Let's see. Alright, that holds that. That's in a good spot right there, as if it's going to be hooked up to the hydraulics. So let me just drop a little bit down in there. Okay, that's on. And drop a little bit of this down in there. And that should be good to hook. Yep. So that's on there. And then I'm going to show you guys what's going on here. Here you go. I think that turned out really nice compared to what it was.
Dragon's Skull. Still waiting for you to someday hop on the game. I would like to have the privilege to upgrade and put in more rooms in our dojo since you are never on, and bring my new Warframe crew to the dojo.
Well, I mean, I don't know what other rooms there are. I mean, we've got everything you need to research whatever. And I think you have permissions to bring people there, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh man, this broke. Son of a gun. Why couldn't you just stay? That's your home. Are you too good for your home? Answer me. Suck my white ass ball. Happy Gilmore. Let's see here. Where did that...
Zalgo Dragon's Skull. But besides that, whatever that is looks cool.
This is my, well, okay, so in Warhammer they have what are called Space Hulks, which is a giant conglomeration of a ton of ships that have collided with one another and just they're floating around in space or the warp or whatever. And what I'm making, or have made since 2006, I don't know how old you were at that time, probably like 3 years old or something. I've been building and rebuilding this thing over the years because I just come up with new ideas, and now that they have all this new terrain out, I'm making molds of stuff, like this for instance, from, you know, some of the parts out, because I'm not buying anything more from these people. I've bought thousands of dollars worth of stuff from them, you know, like these, you know, floor plates and things like that, to make it look a lot better. And I was able to do molds of some pipes and stuff, and then cut them up, rejoin them, make other molds of the pipes the way I wanted them to be, to make my life easier and kind of clean this thing up. And you can play it as normal Warhammer, or you can play it as like an RPG, which is how I play this particular thing.
Zalgo Dragon's Skull. So I assume you have a 3D printer?
No, I do not. That's something I would like to have, but I don't have one. All of this is me making these molds from the existing stuff that you buy, and then pouring the stuff, and then, you know, this became this. So no, I don't have a 3D printer. I can't right now with the little ones because it's too hazardous, and I don't have anywhere to keep that stuff to keep them out of it. This stuff right here, I can clean my desk up in like 5 minutes and put everything in a trash can or something, and I don't have to worry about liquids and things everywhere like I would with 3D printing with the resin and all that. So that's you know, it's not that 3D printing is, you know, inherently dangerous. It's just not conducive to having little kids around, you know what I mean? So especially when they want to come in and sit on my lap or something like that and watch whatever I'm doing. I don't want to ever turn them away, so they feel like they can't come hang out with daddy or whatever. The hobby's not that important to me. I would rather give it up before I do that. But it is what it is. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks about right. Just trying to think how far that one's sticking out. Not that far. So I need to bend that in, bend that down. So we'll get this glued on there first. Oh, easy. I like building stuff with my hands a lot. And even though I love the game of Warhammer with the armies, I like getting down to the macro level of this stuff and just focused on little things. Someday I'll have a 3D printer though, I hope. But who knows, man, who knows. Alright. So we have that is done for the most part, and then we can open the doors if we need to. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. It only goes so far, but it's enough to know that the doors are open. And then you would have another corridor on the other side. Cleaned it up really nice. Still have a couple other wires here I could potentially put in here, but I don't know that it's necessary. I think I'd rather use these somewhere else. Random straw. Stick that in there, and that would give it something else to some character, I guess. Just above the control panel, maybe like a fuse box or something, or transformer. That's what I mean to say, transformer, not a fuse box. Yep, that's just a little bobbin pin thing, just to give it some three-dimensional appeal. That's all it is. those empty spaces when you're trying to do this. Makes it feel more full and congested and claustrophobic, as it should. And we've got these. Well, this could go on the other side as a manual override. Yeah, alright. Let me look at that again. Yeah, that'll work. Oh yeah. Manual override versus the
Zalgo Dragon's Skull. Well, Scott, I'm really looking forward for this YouTube channel to be successful and do what you need to do to get through life. I'm gonna try a Zalgo Dragon's Skull. Try to sleep. Good night, man.
Alright, brother, take it easy, and thank you. Manual override is sitting over there. That'll work, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. And that'll cover up some of these ugly spots that I had where we removed this stuff to begin with. Probably not going to be much longer myself. Gotta make a bottle, and well, I don't have to make a bottle, I'll just get up and get it. That's what I was afraid of. I knew I was gonna have some stuff that was a little more sticking out than that side. You know what though? It's fine. It's not like it has to be right up against it. Close. Okay. What else could we put right here? I don't see anything that's worth it. I mean, we've got these wires, but they, I don't know. Seems like it's just one more thing they have to paint. And these were what went to the hydraulics. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Use them somewhere else probably. Outstanding. That worked out better than I'd say I had planned, but I didn't really plan it. Looks really good, actually. Not too concerned that there's a gap there. If I was, I could fill it in with green stuff or something, but I'm not really that concerned with it. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like it. Oh yeah. It's better than it's ever been, I can tell you that. Alright, so now we got the door, we got the hallway with the conduit up top, a single room done. We have 4 rooms. The T intersection, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this hallway. I just need to put a pipe up here. So course, I'm going to want to make sure that it's generally at the same angle. Let's just switch sides here. I think this will probably end up being my last bit for the night. I don't know how I got this plastic on the damn desk, but I don't like it. And it does not want to come off, boy. Ruining my stain job. I made this desk that I'm using, all of it, and repurposed the supports underneath from an old desk. Right on. Old trusted brush here. Knock off this flashing. Yeah, I'm super happy about this. After this, we'll only have 13 more of these sections to go. That's okay though. Everything gonna be alright. Uh-oh. Right at the time, it seems. Just every time. Might be time to retire this brush and find a new old brush. Come on now. Now you're not supposed to have to be perfect, but we need some kind of standard. Oh, you bitch. Can't believe you did that. I mean, I can believe it. for government work. Brush is done, man. Just gotta get it in there. Two full sections that are freaking literally robust now and looking sharp, other than, you know, wires and things like that that I need to put up and glue and blah blah blah. This one's glued on there, but it's glued from the past pipe. Oh man, I knew that was gonna happen. Too. Oh, man. Come on, get off of there. I'm gonna have to cut you. And these are real wires, of course. See if I can glue this back on. Oh, looks like when I glued this on, I used hot glue. That's how long ago that was? Wow. That's something. Yeah, I thought you might do that. Son of a bitch. That back, let's just throw that on there for that, and that one goes on there, and I believe there was something else that came off somewhere. I don't know. Whoa. But we've got some extra wires, so it's not like we can't just throw that on there. Yeah. Sweet. Like I said, 13 more of these to do, 5 more T-sections, 3 more rooms, 8 more doors. Yeah. And then that's not including gantry stuff and all that I want to do to, you know, to extend what the gene stealers can do and make it even more hectic for the player. Again, you're not supposed to win this game. Not for me, the way I play. It's supposed to be a desperate battle and all your Terminators die. Not for the faint of heart, clearly. But anyway. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for those of you that participated, and if you're watching this later on, please do me a favor. Again, leave a comment, like. It helps out algorithms and all that nonsense. Subscribe. And for those of you that have subscribed recently, I have seen the numbers go up, so I appreciate that. I just don't know who you are because the stinking YouTube won't tell me who it is, and I'm not getting any alerts or whatever on it. I'm just randomly seeing it. So that being said, thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time.